What's up? You've just entered the zone. I'm Kemar Morris.
And I'm Lindsey Burton.
And we want to thank you guys as we continue our extravaganza of Zone on the Road. We want to thank you for joining us one more time because we're here in Cleveland, Ohio. We told you we were going to take you from Chicago all the way up to Toronto and a little bit in between. Well, guess what? This is the in-between. Here we are, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio. This place attracts over 500,000 people a year. That makes it the #1 tourist attraction when it comes to Hall of Fames in the country.
That's true, and you know what? That's a ton of people that visit this place every year. We have so much to show you. We're going to take you inside, take you on a tour of this place. So I think we need to just stop talking about it, actually go do it. Wow, Kemar, look at this place. It looks pretty impressive, doesn't it?
Man, it looks huge. Come on, hurry up. We got to hurry up and get in here because, girl, I can't wait. Here we go.
All right, this building's pretty impressive here. I'm liking this. All right, guys. We've made it inside the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and you know, we've got a great show for you this week. We have picked out bands that we feature here on The Zone who we think may someday, we're not sure, but we think they may someday have a shot at being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And these bands you guys are all familiar with: DC Talk, Jars of Clay, Lifehouse, Sixpence None the Richer, and Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, but check it out. I'm ready, Lindsey, to go look at some of these exhibits because they look a little off the hook. So check it out. While we go look at the exhibits, I want you guys to look at this next video. Here's DC Talk with Consume Me.
That was DC Talk with Consume Me here in The Zone. Now, we're not sure, but we think that DC Talk, out of all the groups we're featuring this week on the show, they may have one of the best shots at being inducted into this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in Cleveland. They have an impressive resume, they've had numerous #1 hits, they've won 4 Grammys, and they've been at this music thing since 1989. That's a long time. So the only thing we'd suggest maybe is, you know, they need to get back together and create a couple more albums, maybe become a little more mainstream, and maybe you'll see them here one day. Now, I'm looking around here, Kimar, and I'm wondering, what exhibit are we at right now?
Well, actually, Lindsay, we are located in the Teen Idol exhibit. And from the looks of it, I'm telling you, if you guys haven't been down here, you need to come check it out because it's off the hook. And as I'm looking around, I notice right behind me, I see one of your dresses that happened to be in your closet a couple years ago. Tell me, something you want to tell me?
Yeah, actually that, red outfit behind me there, that was from back in the days when I myself was a teen idol, and when I retired, I donated it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But, Kimar, I'm looking around too, and weren't you a teen idol at one point? Because I think I'm seeing one of your outfits, maybe that stonewashed denim with sequins there.
Well, actually, I was a teen idol, but I told you I was going to keep that on the low. Because, it was hard fighting off that fanfare and everything, but, I was able to do it. It was a lot of hard work, but I was able to do it. But we're not going to show my outfit because it's, I don't want anybody to see that.
It's 80s style. That Dean one right there, that was him.
But check it out. While we're going to look at more exhibits, while we do that, we want you guys to look at this next video. Here's Sixpence None the Richer with Breathe Your Name right here on The Zone.
It's every day I'm in this place. I feel this way. I feel the same. It's every day I'm in this place. I feel this way. I feel the same. Is it all inside my head? Is it all inside my head? I view the list and take my pick. I view my fate and make the choice. 'Cause there's nobody else's but mine. But you're in my heart. I can feel your beat and you move my mind from behind the wheel. When I lose control, I can only breathe your name. I can only breathe your name. So many days within this race, I need the truth. I need some grace. I need the flight to find my place. I need some truth. I need some grace. The part of you that's part of me will never die, will never leave. And it's nobody else's but mine. You are in my heart. I can feel your beat and you move my mind from behind the wheel. When I lose control, I can only breathe your name. I can only breathe your You view the list and take your pick. You view my fate and make the choice. 'Cause I'm nobody else's but yours, and you're in my heart. I can feel your beat and you move my
That was Sixpence None the Richer with Breathe Your Name. Them guys have really made a great stride to try to reach the Hall of Fame in these last couple of years. They've had a couple of hit singles, and they've also had great critical acclaim. So, they're doing big things. Here we are in the hall. Lindsay, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
All right, well, Kimar, back in 1983, a group of record executives got together and they sort of were forming the idea for this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They didn't know where it was going to be, but they knew they wanted to build one. So a lot of cities were competing for this location. Chicago, San Francisco, Cleveland, obviously, and in the end, they picked Cleveland in my very own home state of Ohio as the winner for this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it actually opened up in 1995. It was 12 years in the making, and now we have 150,000 square feet worth of exhibits in this facility. And a lot of big names were first inducted when they did the first inductees, like Elvis and, Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly, just a lot of really pioneers in the music industry.
Okay, sounds pretty interesting. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Check it out. Here we are. We're at the roots of rock and roll. And guess what? I bet you guys didn't know a lot of it started in church. You're going, how did it start in church? Well, church helped create the rhythm and blues era, which in turn helped create the rock and roll era. I mean, people like Al Green, Aretha Franklin, they all started in church. And if you look right behind us, here's another great pioneer of gospel music, Mahalia Jackson. Some of you will remember her song, Precious Lord, Off the Hook. So check it out. Here we are. We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to get into more exhibits. So don't go anywhere. Keep it locked right here on The Zone as we're zoning on the road, baby.
We're back. Thanks for joining us with Zone on the Road as we take you guys through the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in Cleveland. Now, a little bit earlier, Kimar was telling us about how gospel music was really an influential part of rock and roll. Now we're standing at the 50s exhibit where in this era, rock and roll just blew up. And there's lots of big names here like Buddy Holly, Jerry Lee Lewis, Fats Domino, Little Richard, just to name a few. Now, Kimar, I'm looking over here. I'm noticing this exhibit, something about Ohio.
Feel like they're celebrating the bicentennial or something like that, celebrating music in Ohio. Let me ask you, Lindsay, you got anything over there?
You know, I don't yet, but I will in a couple years. Just you wait.
Yeah, well, you better keep working hard. I heard you sing in the car, and woo. But check it out. We got a whole lot more exhibits to take a look at. I mean, some people come here and they buy 2-day passes, so you know this place is huge. But we're going to check out some more exhibits. While we do that, we want you to check out this next video. Here's Lifehouse with Spin. Zoning on the road, baby. That was Lifehouse with Spin. Hey, those guys have a great opportunity to possibly end up one day in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The key to their success is whether or not they stay together as a group. I mean, they've got the great hit albums. They had 2 of them in a row. I'm telling you, so that's going to be the key if they stay together. So, Lindsay, why don't you tell us where we're at right now?
Well, as you guys know, we're here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we're at the Memphis Recording Service exhibit. And I know you guys have seen that in lots of movies, later became Sun Studios. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, check it out. We're going to walk around here and get you guys get a little closer look at this stuff because it's pretty amazing. Check it out here. people have recorded in the studio. People like Elvis Presley. Who else is recorded here?
Like Jerry Lee Lewis, was Fats Domino one of them? I think so.
Yep, Fats Domino, Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire right in here. But check it out. Take a look at the equipment. I mean, they were recording on tape. Look at everything they had to go through just to record back in the day. I mean, hey, Lindsay, I'm going to try to get the key, see if we can get in there, record your album. What you think?
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. You know, I'd love to record on the same original equipment as Elvis, and who knows, I might even let Kimar be my producer.
Might. I mean, I got the cards out in the car. I got the business cards. I got the contract. What you trying to do? I mean, let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna sign her up. She's gonna be on my new label. Check it out. Be on the lookout for that too. But while I'm going out to the car, get the contract, you guys take a short break, and we'll be right back with more great exhibits right here in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, girls.
We're back. Thanks for joining us with Zone on the Road. Me and Kima are here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, and we're actually in the Hall of Fame part of this place. We're at the signature wall, which has signatures all the way back from 1986, from when the first inductees were inducted, all the way up to present time. There's a lot of big names on this wall. And you know what? Me and Kima have been talking about what criteria do you need if you want to have a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, Kima, what do you have to do?
Well, check it out. Let me break it down for you. You got to been in the industry for at least 25 years. You got to be a trailblazer in your field. You've got to have critical acclaim and commercial success. And you've also got to be able to hold your own at the Grammys. So once you guys accomplish all that, you got a great chance of getting your signature up on this wall.
That's true. So if you guys, want to be here one day, follow that formula, who knows what may happen. Our next video is actually by an artist who may have a shot at being in this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that's Kirk Franklin. He's already won 3 Grammys, he's gone platinum and double platinum, and we have his video for you right here on The Zone.
Well, welcome back. We want to thank you guys for joining us one last time. We're here in Cleveland, Ohio at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've had a great time, Lindsay. How about you?
I've had an excellent time. They've got so many exhibits here. They've even got temporary exhibits. Like right now they have this giant U2 poster that's like 2 stories high. So, if that's not enough for you, I don't know what is. You guys got to come out and check out these exhibits. They're just incredible.
They are. In Cleveland, you guys make a trip down here because they have a lot to offer as well. From the Jacobs Center to the Browns game to just chilling on the lakefront. I mean, there's so much more to do here in Cleveland. So be sure, guys, come to Cleveland. Check out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you got any more questions about the Hall of Fame, be sure to visit their website at www.rockhall.com. They'll give you directions, ticket prices, and all that good stuff.
Definitely. And you know what? Kimar's name isn't on that signature wall just yet. I don't know if it ever will be, but who knows? Anyway, we've got to get on the road here. We're going to catch some lunch at the little cafe downstairs. Then we're going to be headed out to Toronto, and we're going to be taking you guys with us. So we want you to stay tuned.